What's up, Vibe Tribe? This is Conjured Coco, all things witchy, all things spiritual, where it's always a mood and a vibe. Y'all ready? Because I'm ready and we about to get into some things, honey. Okay, so this is the second video of the double feature. If you don't already know, go watch my previous video. I said that I was going to make 2 videos for y'all since I didn't upload last week. And I felt like since both stories were kind of similar, even though it's 2 different people, 2 different time frames, I felt like y'all could use a little key for the middle of the week. What's today? Yeah, for the middle of the week, you know. So if you notice that I have on the same attire from the previous video, mind your business. I'm not gonna change my clothes just to record. It's all about the vibes, okay? So my previous video, go check that out. I want to say the name, but I haven't really decided if I want to like name the video that just yet, so I don't want to say it and then look stupid if I name it something else. But yeah, make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time that I upload. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box down below. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. I have definitely been, and this is just for those who haven't checked out the previous video, I've been like really busy the last few weeks trying to get things together for my daughter because school's getting ready to start. She's getting ready to go to this concert that she has been looking forward to all summer. My birthday is coming up. I'm still trying to figure out plans to do in my city because I want to do something. Like, I don't want to just not do nothing. Even though I have like a trip planned for later on in the month of September, I still want to, I want to do something. Like, my birthday, to me, I feel like everybody's birthday is their own personal holiday. It's a celebration. And, I don't want to not be doing nothing. Like, I just don't know what I'm going to do as of yet. And normally I have like something in place, especially this close to my birthday. My birthday is September 1st. And it is like the last week of August. And I'm still sitting here looking crazy. But in addition to that, I had one of the reasons why I hadn't filmed last week was because I tripped over my tripod and ended up breaking it, child. So I had to fix it, get a new one, all of the things. I don't know if it necessarily looks different because I'm filming during the daytime right now. Typically I film at night, like late night, but I decided to switch it up because these story times came to my mind and I'm like, I'm going to tell both of them because they both involve a cell phone and they're both funny. So we're going to hop right into it. So I've never talked about this ex as of yet, so I need to give him a name. His name is already unique, but I don't want to, obviously I'm not going to out him or out, like, you know what I mean? I don't want anybody going to go look up anything. So I'm trying to think of, we're going to call him Dreadhead. We're going to call him Dreadhead. He was not a Dreadhead at this time, but we're going to call him Dreadhead. I want to name him something different, but for the sake of this video, we're going to call him Dreadhead. I was in my late teens when I was dealing with Dreadhead, and I can't remember if we like lived together at this time. I think that we lived together at this time. He didn't have any children, so it was just me, my daughter, and Dreadhead, right? We lived together. And just for a little context for my astrology or spiritual girlies, he is a Pisces, and I don't know the rest of his birth chart because I never looked it up. He's a Pisces, water sign. Pisces is the sister sign to Virgo. I am a Virgo sun, Gemini moon, Scorpio rising. So our relationship was very passionate It was very toxic. It was very crazy on both ends, literally on both ends. And I feel like I was always the one who was toxic or crazy after I was provoked. Like it never started that way, but it gave very much fuck around and find out. Like you started this, so now I'm gonna end it. But the thing about them Pisces, like I have a real weird or special relationship with Pisces people, both the men and the women. The men are definitely different from the women. The women are a whole separate ball game. We'll talk about that at another time. But any Pisces, for whatever reason, I probably because it's my sister sign, like Pisces and Virgo, sister signs. I seem to attract them a lot. Like they're just drawn to me. They be on my body. But yeah, all of the Pisces men that I've ever dated or dealt with have all been toxic, like very much toxic. Like if we took it that far, because I have some male Pisces friends that are just cool, like they're down to earth, they're cool. You know what I mean? And then when you think about water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they're very emotional people. They're very passionate people. They can be toxic. You know what I'm saying? I'm only at my rising sign is Scorpio, so it's not like you know what I'm saying? I'm not coming at y'all Pisces, pipe down, fall back. But yeah, most of the Pisces men that I've dealt with have been toxic. So anyway, our relationship was very, very passionate though. Like we had bonded over music, and if you know me or if you watched me in my previous videos, then you know that music is my first love. It always has been. And we would like record together. We would write songs together. Like that was my boo. And to this day, like we're friends now, but there was a long period of time that we weren't friends and could not be friends. Okay. And this was probably one of those reasons why. So me and Dreadhead, we lived together, and I knew the Dreadhead was cheating and talking to other shorties because he was very much a flirt. He was very much, I got all these women around me. All these women are attracted to me. He was a little cocky too. He was actually very cocky and arrogant. I don't know what I guess I was into that type of thing back in the day. But he was definitely like cheating or not being like 100%. Well, I guess if you're not 100% faithful, then you're cheating. So yeah, he was definitely doing that, and I just wasn't sure to what extent. And then we had like these gray areas where like we were together, but we weren't together. And if you ask him, he'll say something like, "Oh, we were on a break," or something weird like that. We were on a break, whatever. So he was working as like a security guard at this time, I think. Gosh, I'm trying to make sure I don't mess up the details. Like I'm trying to remember everything correctly. And yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what he was doing at this time. I really think that he was like a security guard. And like I said, I knew he was cheating or whatever, and he wouldn't be honest. And sometimes he would be like really mean, or maybe I was about to say maybe I was super sensitive, and I kind of hate when people say that because I'm passionate. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. But yeah, he was just mean. And like when you get to a certain point in a relationship where y'all aren't supposed to be together no more, or y'all need to let it go, and it becomes toxic. Like sometimes y'all are mean to each other. Instead of just walking away, y'all simply coexist in a situationship, relationship, whatever. So one night I can remember, like, he was falling asleep. Like I think we were watching a movie, or I was watching him play the game or something, and his phone was blowing up back to back. Like his phone was blowing up, and me, the wheels in my head get to turning, and I'm like, who's calling you? Why are they calling so much? What do they want? Who is this person? Who are these people? And he wasn't answering, and that's what was like making it click to me, like, oh, all right, you're not answering the phone because I'm sitting right here. Okay, cool. And maybe I was being no, I wasn't being crazy. I was not at that moment. For me thinking that was not me being crazy, because I ended up being right. So nothing really eventful happened during that day, but I had made it up in my mind that when this man goes to sleep, I'm gonna go through his phone and I'm gonna see who's calling and who's texting, because I want to know. We live together. I want to know. Like, I felt like that's my right to know what is, who's calling you, who's on your line, who's on your line. That's probably not even the right words to that song, but anyway, he goes to sleep, and I proceed to go through his phone. He had a flip phone at this time. Okay, so I'm going through the phone, looking at the text messages, and it's mad bitches. He's talking to mad bitches, man. I'm talking about mad bitches. And like I said, I was toxic. I was a woman that I'm going to go through your phone. I'm going to, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. That used to be like my motto. You know what I'm saying? Me now, 2023, me now. Because mind you, I was a teenager, like late teens, early 20s. Me now, I'm not even I'm not going through, if I feel like I have to, if it even gets to that point, if I feel like I can't trust you, then we have an issue there. You feel what I'm saying? I'm very much a communicator. Let's talk it out and let's move forward. I'm not going through your phone. I'm not trying to set you up and, catch you doing some shit. Like, I'm at a stage in my life where that's not something that I want. Like, I don't want that toxic love. I don't want that like hood ghetto love where I gotta run down on you because you're out with another female. I'm not trying to bust the windows out of nobody's car. I'm not trying to flatten no tires. I'm not trying to do any of those things. None of those things. I was with the shits back in the day though. Let's be very clear. So yeah, he goes to sleep. I'm looking through the phone and I'm seeing messages, pictures, and bitches was just sending him ass shots and boobs. They was just sending everything. And even though I knew that because he did music, he was popular, so there were some women who would just send that. Still, I feel like if you're in a relationship, you need to set boundaries. And us both being young, that never really clicked for him. He was excited because the shorties was on his body, like, So I got heated. I was angry, and instead of me just saying, you know what, it's over, let me just leave him where he's at in the dust and move forward, oh no, I had to be petty. I had to be toxic, and I enjoyed every minute of it back then. Now mind you, in both this story and the previous story time, both parties, like Crazy and Dreadhead, they both know that I did these things because, once we grew up, I let them know, like, yo, I did. Well, Crazy knew what it was then because I told him right then and there. But between me and Dreadhead, like I said, we're still friends to this day. Like, it's all love there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely all love. But I told him eventually, like, after time had passed, I told him that I did this. And we had a conversation. But I'll get to that. So he's asleep. I'm seeing all of this stuff, all these messages, all these girls. And at first I wanted to, like, text some of them, call some of them. And then I was just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not reaching out to nobody as a woman. It's beneath me, baby. I'm not doing that. So I got the bright idea to ruin his phone. Like, oh, all right, you want to talk to all these women, I'm going to take away your communication. I'm going to make it so you can't talk to them. Not thinking in my head that you're not going to be able to talk to him either, sis, because it wasn't like he had a whole bunch of money at the time, so he couldn't just go and replace his phone. So he was without a phone. And later on down the line, like, that kind of drove me a little more crazy also, because now we can only talk on Facebook because of or email, because of, like Facebook and email, because of what I did to your phone. Y'all, like I said, he had a flip phone. So I politely I powered his phone off. I took his phone apart, like I took the back off, I took the battery out. And then, like, so the phone was closed and I took the battery out and the back off. I opened the phone back up and there was a nice, beautiful cup of water just sitting right there next to where he was sleeping at. So I took the cell phone, the little flip phone, the little flip joint, and I dipped it in water. And then I dipped it in water again. And then I dipped it in the water and I held it under that bitch until I started to feel better. Took it out, still angry, dipped it back in the water again. And then once I was satisfied, I took the phone out of the water. I dried it off, all nice and neat, because obviously I didn't want him to know. Like, he knew that I was a go through your phone type of person. He, a lot of people called me crazy back in the day, but I was crazy after being provoked. I didn't just start off out the gate being crazy. Okay? So I dried off his phone nice and neatly. Like I said, us Virgos, we pay attention to detail, baby, the details. So I dried off his phone, made sure like there was no water in the corners or the crevices, because I was going to plug it back up on the charger how it was. Grown adult me now knows, girl, you could have got electrocuted, you could have blew the power in the house, all type of shit. But follow me, okay? So I dried off the phone, I put the battery back in, I put the back on it, and I like squeezed the front part, like where the rubber buttons were, just so I can dry it off some more, dry it off the screen, close the phone back up, put it back on the charger. Again, that could have went bad in so many ways, y'all, like so many ways. Put it back on the charger, and then I politely went back to sleep, just like this. I felt good about myself. I felt like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but I'm gonna get you, and this might only be your cell phone, but now you can't talk to none of them bitches. He still talked to all of those bitches, most of those bitches. But in my head, I felt accomplished because I had successfully cut off his communication with other women. We wake up the next morning, and I wake up to him saying my nickname. I guess I could say my nickname on here. Yes, he's like Quay. A lot of people, if they don't call me Quay, they call me Cece, okay, or Coco. But this particular ex, he called me Quay. And just keep that in mind, because there's something else that I'm going to mention that is relevant to this story. So he's like, Quay, what's wrong? What's wrong with my phone? Something's wrong with my phone. Now, looking back on it now, I don't know why he was asking me that. Maybe he just automatically assumed because I was there that I knew. But I was asleep just like you, sir. I don't know what's wrong with your phone. And that's exactly the role that I played. I played so dumb. I was like, what do you mean, babe? What are you talking about? He was like, my phone is not working. It's not turning on. And I'm fighting the urge to just smile and smile and smile. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with your phone. Did you try? Is it charged? He was like, it was on the charger all night. And he's just like, fuck, man, fuck. Yo, he was sick about that phone because he needed it. Like, he needed it to be in contact with people or whatever. He's like, I gotta go to work. Shit, oh my God. Like, he was tripping out. Like, he wasn't tripping on me directly because at the time he didn't know that I had I baptized his flip phone. He didn't know that it was me. He didn't know at the time, he didn't know I was the reason why it was broke. So I'm just playing along. Oh, I don't know, that sucks. Oh my God, that's crazy. What you want to do? He was like, damn, man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to just get a new phone. And I'm just on the inside like, try me again. Cheat on me again. When I could have like just left him alone. But I felt vindicated, like, oh well. So he ends up going off to work, and like I said, it became really hard to communicate with him if he wasn't at the house, or if I wasn't at the house, because he didn't have no phone. So I felt vindicated, but then I was like, damn, that was really stupid, because now when I want to talk to him, I can't. So he goes to work, and like I said before, it didn't stop him from talking to any women. He was still very much player. He was definitely very much for the streets. He was definitely for the streets. At that time, he was for the streets. He might. I don't know if he's still for. I don't know if he's for the streets to this day, because we're not on that level. But I don't think so. I think that he's very like private with his energy these days, which, as he should. So he never found out until like years after we broke up, and we had like real conversations, and I told him like, yo, you did this and this hurt me and blah 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 blah. And I had brought up, and this is what I was saying is relevant to the story, because we had like, after that situation happened, like a lot of drama and a lot of other stuff happened after that, before we were like done with each other. Like a lot of stuff, and I don't know if I'll tell all of those story times or not, we'll see. But when I moved out, like when I left him, this man had a no Quay party. And I told you, one of my nicknames is Quay. Like that's what some people call me. This man had a no Quay party, and I'm talking about, like, it was a house party, but that shit was lit. Obviously, I wasn't there. I wasn't invited. But it was called the No Quay Party. This man had printed out flyers, and he was telling people to bring alcohol. They had so much alcohol. They had so much tree. They had, if if you're old enough, then you should know what tree is. But they had so much, and people were getting so hammered that they were like throwing up in the street. Like, it was gross. How do I know this? Because we ended up dealing with each other like after that. But he ended up throwing a no Quay party after I moved out, as if I was this horrible person to him. I did some crazy stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. I did some crazy stuff, but I felt like I was hurt, and I felt like you started it, so you razzle, baby, I'm a dazzle. One thing about it, if you razzle, I'm a dazzle. You want to act funny, I'm gonna act hilarious. You want to, cha-cha, I'm a slide. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't try me. Fuck around and find out. That's all I have to say. And even though I'm nowhere near as bad as I used to be whenever I was a kid, I still somewhat believe that just don't try me, because I'm good to people. I'm good to everybody around me. And, if you fuck around, then ye shall find out. Coco verse 9, or chapter 9, verse 1. Just don't try me, because I'm not just gonna come for nobody unprovoked. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta push me. I feel like that's a mixture of the Virgo and Scorpio in me, because I could be petty. I'm just as petty as you are, but it really has to be something. Like, I'm not just gonna come out the gate swinging just cause. No. But yeah, we had a conversation like down the line, and I was like, yo, that was me who broke your phone. And he was like, what? I was like, you remember that time that you was asleep and you woke up and your phone was just broke and all of that? He was like, what? And we got to laugh about it. And I was like, yeah, that was me. I dunked it in some water. I told him everything that I did. He was just sitting there looking at me like, yo, you were really crazy. And I was like, yeah, you kind of deserved it though. And I can't remember if he agreed or not, or if we just laughed about it and moved forward. But I was like, I mean, to be fair, you had a no Quay party after I moved out. I was so, like, when that took place, I was so angry, but I was so hurt. Like, not you having a themed party based on me moving out and you were so happy about it, like I caused you so much trauma and stress. Or as if we didn't cause each other trauma and stress. And I think that's why I'm so like evened out now, and I'm not into toxic shit now. Like, I'm very much into healthy relationships. Like, yes, we're going to communicate even if we don't agree. We're not going to go to sleep angry at each other, but feelings are valid. We're going to talk. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have no desire to be toxic no more. It's not fun. It's not cute. It's not like silent treatment, shit like that. Like, I'm just not into that anymore. But I think that's why I am the way that I am now, because I went through so much stuff in my younger days that I'm just not, I'm either A, not putting up with that, and or B, I think it's a combination of the two. I don't want to be that girl. Like, that's not me. It's the vibe. Anybody that comes around me now, it's always a vibe. It's always good energy. And that's just what it is. Even if, you know what I'm saying, I'm around somebody that we disagree, it's always a vibe. It's always a good time, because that's where my standard is. That's where I'm setting. You know what I'm saying? Those are my intentions for it to be great. I don't want to be toxic. But again, fuck around and find out. Now, I would never do no. I'm not damaging nobody's property these days. One, because I don't want to pay for it, and I'm older now. Like, I have things to lose. You feel what I'm saying? And truth be told, nobody and nothing is worth that when it comes to me. I'll walk away. I've walked away from people, like I always say, for less. I'll walk away from you. I will smooth, not talk to you ever again in life. You will no longer exist to me based on principle. Before I even let it get to super, super toxic, I just won't fuck with you no more, because my peace of mind is period. The perfect song just came on. I think it's called Vibing. Oh no, it's called Kicking Back. I'm in airplane mode. I don't need no drama. Like, I will cut you off if you're disrupting my peace. Family, friend, whoever, lover, whoever. Like, I will smooth cut you off. I will not talk to you. I won't answer the phone. I won't reach out to you, because I'm good. I'm kicking back. I'm vibing. I'm chilling. I'm good. And that's just what it is. Like, I don't want to be toxic. I don't find that to be cute or appealing in any way, shape, or form. And I'm just not going to do it. So, yeah. I don't want to get off on a tangent, because if y'all know me, then y'all know I will go on a tangent. This was a little bit of a shorter story time compared to the other one, because there weren't that many details compared to the other one. You know, I knew he was cheating. I caught him cheating. He was also busted. He just didn't know I was going to hit him with the 1-2. You know, he didn't know I was going to hit him with the 1 and then 2. But he fucked around and he found out. Now, like I said, me and Dreadhead, we are still very good friends. Like, that is the homie. Love to him. Me and Crazy doesn't even exist in my reality, in my realm. I wish him the life that he deserves. That's it. That's all. Period. But yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that y'all got a laugh out of it. It is so therapeutic, and it's, I don't know, kind of funny, like comical to me, going down memory lane with some of these things, because obviously, you know, I've done my shadow work and I've healed from a lot of these things, because at the time, obviously, it hurt really bad. But now, at my big grown age, you know, I'm not that woman or that little girl that I was then. I'm not her now. So to think back and be like, God damn, girl, you was toxic, or damn, you was crazy, or damn, you dealt with a lot of fuck shit and you didn't have to, you know. But I know better. You know, when you know better, you do better. And yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy when you just sit back and think of all, and I'm just referring to me, but like when you just think about your life and the things that you've been through and the things that you dealt with, like, it's really like, it's definitely a trip. I'll say that. But yeah, that is the end of this story time. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, shoot me a message if there's any content that you would like to see from me. Again, my birthday is September 1st. I might do a live, or I might do a birthday video. I don't know, because I'm still trying to get my plans together. Let's be very clear. I have no idea what I'm doing on my birthday. I do know one thing's for sure, one thing's for certain. My mama always told me a birthday is not a birthday without a birthday cake. So at the very least, I will have a birthday cake. I don't know about, like, other plans and things like that. I don't know. I'm really over the same song and dance every year. Going out and having a dinner, going out to the bar, to the club to have drinks. Like I want to do something different. Like I said, I am going on a trip, and I am so pumped up for this trip. I'm so ready to like get out of PA for a little while. It's been a little minute since I took a little trip, but I'm ready. Like I need a vacation. I'm ready for my vacation. My bags is damn near already packed. um, but yeah. So make sure on September 1st you show the girls some love because I love y'all. Let's reciprocate that energy. And I think that that's it. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget nothing like I always do. But you better not lose that ass though. Sorry, y'all, I get distracted. But yeah, that's it. That's all for this video. Let me go ahead before I expose myself for uh having a short attention span. But I love y'all. Thank you for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end of this video. I hope that y'all have a lovely day. I'm getting ready to go enjoy the rest of mine. It's getting ready to rain, and if you know me, then you know rain, aside from music, rain is like the way to my heart. Like I love a good rain or thunderstorm, especially in the summertime. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy that. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.